welcome to Fight Heads MMA. It's me, Miss Nikki, you guys. I'm back. Look who I have today. I have the Red Scorpion, Abu De Ali, with me today, y'all. Y'all know that's my guy right there. Where'd he go? Soon as we got it in, he bounced out. He'll be back in a minute, you guys. But today we're going to be talking to okay, here he is. Yeah, we back. Today we are talking to the Red Scorpion about his first fight of 2020. Happy New Year, young man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We done made it to
New Year,
another year of the craziness.
Yes, we have. But we're gonna be successful this 220.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
goodness.
MMA
So it's a
Fighting
new
Market.
year. The game
Yeah.
plan is probably tweaked a little bit, but this year we got some stuff we got to get done. And his first thing to get done of 2020 is to go to Spartacus Fight League 42 and face Mr. Mitch Smasher Frog Aguiar again. These two are going to go at it again. They last time they seen each other was in the summer of 2018 down there in Virginia, and it was a smash 'em, rock 'em, sock 'em fight between these two that lasted all of probably 32 seconds.
Yeah.
With some major knockdowns, some major punches thrown, and it was just 32 seconds of craziness. And now we get to see this again, you guys. I don't know, he's popping in and out for some reason. He'll be back in a moment. But we're going to talk to him about this part 2 of him and Mitch Smashing Frog Aguiar, and see what's really good with this. All right, we're back again.
Okay.
So
I think it's something with here, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was something with the earbud, so now I got them situated now. Hopefully it won't go out again.
So the last time you and I talked, we were talking about you possibly having a fight around this time in January after the new year. So now we are here. It's January 1st and January 31st. You and Mitch will be meeting for the second time in both of your careers on your pro level. How did this come about? I'm telling you guys, when these contraptions and these computers and all of this stuff act like it don't want to work, what can you do? What can you do? But that fight was absolutely off the chain between these two gentlemen. How are we meeting again? How are you and Mitch? How did this come about? That first fight was off the chain, 32 seconds of nothing but craziness from both of y'all, and victory over Mitch with a fast knockout. I mean, that could have been either one of y'all. Both of y'all went down in that first fight in them first few seconds. So
being overzealous and overzealous, having hands down, this was a mistake that a lot of us make, and what I've learned can capitalize from. But that won't happen this time around, and it hasn't happened, and that's been one of the main focuses from that fight, on out until present, was to work on defense, movement, and high guard. So we're not worried about him touching me pretty much.
It's got to be the Wi-Fi where he's at. But the weather can make stuff crazy too, you guys. Okay.
I'm sorry, Nick. We keep losing signal for some reason.
No worries, baby. We got to get it the best way we can.
Yeah, but he's gonna. I feel that he's gonna be cautious coming out because he doesn't want to get hit again, and he's gonna give his 9-second burst. He's gonna get tired. I watched 5 of his last fights before our fight, and his tendencies haven't changed. And I watched some recent sparring he's doing, and You know, I don't underestimate the man. I'm determined to put the nail in the coffin and finish what I started. Uh, I have nothing, no words of him being better than me anywhere in the fight. What I'm going to do is, put pressure on him. I'm going to stay at range and I'm going to pick him apart. And he's not going to know what's going on. And he's going to be out of there. Scheduled for 3-5-5 minute rounds. For all 3 rounds. I'm conditioned and ready for all 3 rounds. This go around. So it's gonna be a good fight. Uh, I have no doubts on what I'm coming in there to do to him. Fight night. SFL42, January 31st, 220. Be square. It's gonna be nothing but action that night. Nothing but action.
So this is y'all's original fight back there in 2018. This was such a spectacular fight. You guys made headlines everywhere. I gotta wait for him to pop back in, you guys. Here he is. How do you and Mitch top this? How do y'all top this? This was such an amazing fight. It happened so fast. Both of you are warriors. Um, how do y'all top this? You caught
Well,
him with that
you
fresh
got two.
breath off the cuff, like let's get it.
You got 2 alpha male warriors in there, and one I've seen what people see themselves is that Mitch fights out of the corner. And like I said, the first fight, I never had that plan for what was going to happen, but he's a bull and I'm the matador. So again, I'm going to meet him in the middle and, take my time and pick him apart and dismantle him. He's better. He's better than me nowhere. Uh, this and train with some beasts already and get a lot of help and support from my guys in the gym and everywhere else that, wrestle better, take down better, strike better.
So what did you take away from this fight? Oh, he didn't disappear on me again.
There's nothing that he's bringing that I haven't seen before, and what he's bringing is what he hasn't corrected in his own game, and that's not for me to worry about because I've studied him for 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks already, and now it's time to focus on me. And I know what I'm coming to do, and that's put the nail in the coffin and finish what I started. He chose me out of three other fighters. So he obviously feels that there's something that he can do better because he had hit me the first fight. And really, out of 20 something fights combined, pro and amateur, there's not many people that can say that they've actually touched the red scorpion. And not that I'm trying to be butterfly, flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm coming with all sting, but it's gonna be very cautious and defensive, or not cautious in passiveness, but strategically, dismantling and destroying this man. He's better than me nowhere. I can't wait till the fight starts. I could have fought him this past weekend. I could have fought him the weekend before. That's how I feel about him or anybody that I have a full camp for. Because what's important for this fight is that my first full.
This happens from time to time, you guys.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I was saying, a lot of my fights I had been scheduled for. I haven't had full camps, and it was very successful. And I feel good. I've been doing, elevation training. I had a chance to go to
Elevation
master in my
training. What does that consist of?
uh, high elevation in the hills or mountains. I had a chance last week for 2 days to go to Master, Virginia. Uh, and relax initially to get my mindset relaxed and just enjoy live life a little bit, and I did that, and I couldn't help myself and got some training in, a couple of rounds of sprints, jump rope, shadow boxing, and all that, and I felt the difference of the elevation up there, that the air is thin, and with those 2 days up there working out, getting full sweats, like when I came back to Virginia, to the flatter part of Virginia, when I started training, I was going through the exercises this past week.
Always when the story gets good, huh? It should be coming back any moment, you guys. But these two are generally from the same area down there in Norfolk, Virginia. Okay.
Yes, I was saying that me knowing that my opponent has endurance problems, and I've never had an issue with endurance and stamina. So I want my gas tank to be on 1,000 so that I can push the gas whenever I want, because I'm going to be very patient and taking my time strategically to dice them apart and put the nail in the coffin and, smash this frog. I'm coming to smash their boy. That's just point blank. And it's not because I've fallen before. It's because when you put in the work necessary, you have no doubts in your mind what you come to do. It don't matter what it is. You shot 1,000 free.
And I don't think this is even the Jenkins interview I've done with the
Okay.
Wi-Fi stuff cutting
Okay.
up.
You shooting you it's crazy. I know. You shooting a basketball 1,000 times as a basketball player. You're practicing your craft. You're a karate guy. You're kicking the bag 1,000 times with a certain kick. You're sharpening your tools. When you're putting in the necessary work necessary to do everything you're training and coming to do instinctively, you have no doubts in your mind. And it's I know he's gonna be the best. He's Mitch. He's gonna be. I'm gonna be the best red scorpion he's ever seen. I've gotten better. It changed a lot of things, tweaked a lot of things. So some new things he's gonna see that he may not be expecting. And the crazy part is he's been looking for guys that kind of my height and kind of resemble what he's gonna be facing, but there's nobody he could find. Really, even a couple guys he wanted to train with that I used to wrestle with in high school, that are, around him training. He wants help from them. And, we got a wrestlers, loyalty to one another. And either
You know what? I need y'all to understand the importance of this fight for these two men because of how it went down. And the first fight with these two men, this second fight is even as important because I feel like both men probably still feel like they have something to prove with one another. And I don't think they expected their fight to happen so fast. So, with these two being from the same general area down here in Norfolk, Virginia, They kind of know all of the same people, all the same fighters, all the same gyms. But Abu is a little further up north right now, so he's not right down there in the mix of things where Mitch is, but they are from that area. That's where Abu started. That's where Mitch is. And so this is hometown territory for both men. That means that there's going to be rallies from both sides when this fight go down come January 31st. It's going to be people from both sides. I don't know, a fight might break out in the crowd because of these two, you know what I'm saying? They'll be in the ring shaking hands after the fight, and they'll be fighting out the daggone crowd. That's how divided it is, because both gentlemen are great, and they both have people that ride with them. So, you know, sometimes when you're from the same area, you got a lot of the same people rooting for both people. So this is definitely very, very interesting to me. Do you so in your mind, what if this goes to the ground this time? Y'all didn't even take it to the ground the first time. Y'all just was lobbing it out. So what's the deal? What if it goes to the ground? You ready for it there?
Yeah, I'm ready for him there. I'm ready for him anywhere. You know what I'm saying? He would wait. He may feel like he could strike with me, so he may feel like, okay, that I'm going to be defensive and ready for him to wrestle me. I wrestle my whole life. I'm not worried about him trying to take me down. I'm going to stuff it. We're going to stand up, and I'm going to put him to sleep. That's what's going to happen. On the ground, I train with enough black belts in MMA Institute that are trying to kill me daily. You know, I thank them. Then, you know, I'm prepared. You know, I'm ready. He's gonna get tired, and it's gonna be a dead man standing, and I'm gonna put the nail in the coffin. There's no takedowns. You know, he's straightforward. I'm gonna be.
I think I spelled that right.
Man, Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting because I'm gonna have, you know, people that I knew from high school, you know, that in college that, you know, been keeping up and just been waiting for me to have a fight back home so they could see. And it's almost like the Masvidal fight with Nick Diaz, who the baddest motherfucker is, pretty much.
So have you been getting guff from any of the other fighters from our local fight community about you and Mitch being able to fight again? Because there's a lot of people that wanted to fight Mitch even when you and him fought each other the first time. There was a lot of people in the rafters that wanted to fight him. They was kind of salty that you was the one that got the chance. And so have you been getting any guff? Has anybody asked you, why are you two fighting again?
Well, yeah, I had a couple people, and I was like, well, you know, I was told that there was other guys that wanted to fight him, but I got a call from Jimmy, and Jimmy was like, was I interested? I really felt I had nothing to prove, but the way it was explained was that, yeah, he got clipped. Yeah, he got clipped, but then he got finished. So now I have to come back and put the nail in the coffin this time, you know. And so I'm not there to play with him. No, everyone that knows that I'm not there to play any game. So, you know, it's kill to be killed, and I'm coming to hunt, and I'm coming to get what was mine, and that's the victory. And I'm going to win January 31st, 2020, Friday night. The Sting. He knows that he's haunted by his demons. He don't even know what to expect. He think I may fly out. He don't know what I'm prepared for. After
That's how good this fight is going to be, y'all. Like the Wi-Fi can't even stay straight because it's interested in this fight. I was saying the Wi-Fi is interested in the fight. That's
you know what? I was interested. I never knew who else wanted to fight him. Do you know who else wanted to fight him? Because I never knew the names of who else wanted to fight him. Because obviously he picked me out of those, and he has something to prove as well.
Well, I know our 170er Kedrick LaCale, Kedrick Hurricane LaCale, he wanted to fight him. And then he had matched up against, Mitch had matched up against our Brandon the Janitor Pennington, which was an awesome fight at SFL. That was their first Pro-Am fight. And that was a great fight all the way up until Mitch caught Brandon and put him down at the end of the fight. So, I mean, we got some 170 pounders. A lot of them are AMI, but our pro fighters, you guys are great. I think you guys are going to really step up this year and be able to showcase your skills and show that Virginia does have some really great fighters.
Yeah, Mitch is okay. What I was saying was, you know, this is going to be a good year, 220 for everybody, even if you're not in the octagon. But my opponent is in my way of my vision of you know, getting on the biggest stage of my life. Maybe with, I can't even name, you know, so many big shows out there. I just want to prove to myself, put on for VA, East Coast, that yeah, we got fighters down here that can get on the big show and perform as well. You're not, you know, you know, we're so talented, you know, and driven. You know, I just like I said, the man is in my way of my dream, and I'm gonna put the nail in the coffin so that I can move forward to the next opponent, and maybe I can, you know, pursue some other shows, and we'll be, you know, looking at some good things in 20. Definitely, I'm training hard. I'm sore now. You know, I'm able to get all the work I need in and go into sparring tomorrow. Tonight is, you know, cardio road work, and I'm outside running when a lot of guys are inside drinking beer and drinking hot cocoa. You know, so I'm outside. I'm outside. You know, you thinking you getting all.
He said they drinking hot cocoa. Oh my God, sometimes y'all just kill me dead with the stuff that come out of y'all.
Yeah, all the good training isn't done in the gym. You have to do cardio road work. You got to get out here and code like Rocket versus Balboa, you know, the Russian, and get this work. Because January 31st, 220, Mitch is gonna get this work. Everything running on 100 cylinders, 1,000, everything. It's like a video game. His stats don't match up against mine. He's strong. He comes forward with pressure, but everything else is a mismatch.
So
Everything.
in that first fight, when he clipped you, was there anything about his power that surprised you?
The thing about it was with the anxiety, or with the excitement of everything going on, and the anxious, you know, being overzealous. You know, I kind of sat there too long. Okay. Okay. What I was saying was, in the midst of a fight, sometimes you can get caught watching your own work. And when I put him on the cage with some strikes, I stood there too long with my hands down, actually in the orthodox position when I'm a southpaw, and he just threw something out there. It wasn't nothing surprising about his power. I've been hit by harder people, but you know, in a fight, anything can happen when you get hit in the face. And those will be the ones that you don't see that can shock you or hurt you. But what a lot of people don't know, the better shape that you're in, the least knockouts that you experience or being dazed. So I was able to recover quick and finish him. And I got to do this again, but I'm going to do it convincingly. You know, I will.
This is going to be a slobber knocker, you guys. If you think that first fight was off the chain, we may see just a little bit of hesitance from both men coming in because they know what each other is capable of, but there is going to be a fight.
Uh, there's no hesitance from me. I'm gonna have defense, and when you have defense, you have confidence, and and that you're able to hit him and not be hit. Uh, like I said, he may think that I'm coming out guns blazing. My plan is the same: is to be in shape, be able to be ready on the ground for takedown defense and footwork and head movement and all of that. Putting together my punches and other things that I got lined up without revealing so much, because there's so much that's been tweaked to my game now that I'm going to utilize to pick this young man apart. So, like I said, I believe that he's no good after the first round, and that's been proven. And I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna take advantage of my reach. It's his responsibility to try to get in the inside of me, and everyone knows that it's gonna be a tough. I'm ready to clap his hands fly. I'm ready to let my hands and feet fly. I want to show my skills so that all of his, doubters, and everything, all this will be put to bed. My focus, my will, and determination is already locked in on. I got him on my phone to where when I wake up, I can see him every day. So when it comes to the weigh-in, I'm already looking through it. So that's what I want: victory in the soul. That's what I'm there for. Victory in the soul. Talk
So
about this, Nikki.
moving
Everybody's
forward,
here for a different reason. Yeah,
moving forward in 2020,
everybody's fighter fame or whatever. But yeah,
mo- moving forward in 2020, after this fight with Mitch, what's your ultimate goal for the year of 2020 with your fight career? What is your goal?
uh, I plan, to get. Well, I started working with a couple of people that I'm staying in contact with. I haven't signed with anyone as far as management yet, but I've been in talks. In
Okay, here we
the
go.
future that I would like for them to have. Yeah, I've been talking and consulting with two management teams that you know have links to the bigger shows, and I expressed my interest in the PFL and Bellator and maybe one FC. Maybe a shot once the UFC comes to Norfolk. They may need somebody to fill in. I want to be one of those guys. That's what I express for my future that I would like to happen in 220 to get on you know get on a nice win streak and get on a big show and fight as long as I can and enjoy the ride and enjoy the right now.
Yes, that's all you can do because nothing is ever guaranteed. So that's all you guys can do is ride the wave when it comes through and be prepared for the roughness of the seas.
Yeah, I want I want to soak in the moment. And this fight, January 31st, I want to be soaking in the moment. I'm already soaking in it now. It's like I've been envisioning all the people that are going to be there, the excitement that is going to be the main event, one of my first main events, and it's not 5 rounds. It's 3 5-minute rounds. I'm surprised, but you know, I'm prepared for all three, but I don't think it's gonna make it that far at
So
all.
y'all, y'all don't even get to fight for like an inaugural belt or nothing like that. Just y'all just gonna go bang it out, huh?
Hey, I told I
No belt on the line, you guys. This is just them doing them as 170 pounders. That's what it was the first time. They weren't fighting for a belt.
it need to be for a belt. It need to be for something, because he's been the man there for a while. And this is, I said this in my other interview. Not many people get their wish for their rematches. So like he's rubbed the genie's bottle, now he's getting his wish. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put the nail in the coffin, for once and for all. But this, I wish it was for a belt. I thought it was 5 rounds. I've been training for 5 rounds, and then I finally looked into the contract. Looked over it again and found out it was 3. So that's even better for me. You know, so I'm excited about this. I'm ready, mentally and physically. The sport is 97% mental, and the other force is pretty much physical, and we pretty much always ready physically. It's just the mindset. So there's no enemies within. The mind is, smooth like the running river streams. And I'm ready to put in the work. I've been putting in work. He's gonna get this work.
So you made me laugh at my damn question. Oh my goodness. Too much. Too much. You done made me forget my question. It's right on the tip of my tongue too. I done forgot what it was. Um
I was saying how he was gonna get this work. I've been putting in work. He's gonna get this work. Yep.
Oh, this is the question I wanted to ask you because we've had this conversation, you and I, a couple different times about so in 2019, what I seem to notice is that there was a resurgence of my fighters that everybody thought should be in the graveyard, a little up there in age and everything. You guys had a nice resurgence in 2019, and y'all went out there and did amazing things, whether it was in boxing, bare knuckle, or MMA. Y'all went out there and did some amazing things. Some of my fighters that's 34 and older. So do you think this is the year for you guys to be able to really say, look, we still here, we getting it. We putting in the training, we putting in the time and the work. Let's go. Because everybody's looking for the young and fresh up and coming fighters. So we've even this year we had people that retired out of combat sports and came back because of bare knuckle, or came back because a great fight at MMA or boxing. So do you think that this year is going to be also a great year for my guys that might be a little up in age?
Yes, because you're learning more about yourself. As you grow older and experience inside the sport, and that's what some of the younger ones are gonna get to eventually, and some may have it then. And that's what some so-called experts call those guys the special ones or the chosen ones. For example, like Dominic Reyes, who was picked to fight with the king, John Jones, and he gonna get that work because he gonna find out that there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mitch, there's levels to this. He gonna get this work. But your boy, not that it's about John Jones and Dominic Reyes, but Dominic Reyes is a good fighter. But that was just, example of it, him not being patient because he didn't got himself in a hornet's nest. He
Yes,
about to
he
get,
had. He wanted that smoke, and now he got it. He got it now. And if he don't do nothing else in his lifetime,
yeah, yeah, he's about to get, that work. But the guys that are older, that are taking care of themselves, staying away from the wrong things, like I said, New Year's is every day for me. So I ain't, I'm drinking water last night, eating salad, chilling, enjoying, watching people have fun. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I like to watch people have fun and have a good time, you know. So, because I know that that's what everybody else doing, and that's what my opponent was probably doing, drunk as hell last night. That's all good, because he's gonna be drunk as hell when he catch these hands too.
Oh my God, so I'm saying, you see, you just never know what's gonna come out of somebody. That's the energy that they carry. So
If it ain't
have,
real, hey Nick,
have
if you
you and
anything
Mitch
you know
had a
about the scorpion,
conversation
if
as
it
of
ain't
yet?
real, it ain't me. You already know about the scorpion. If it ain't real, it ain't me. He probably was drunk last night. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters may have had a couple, and this and that. I don't do that. You know.
Dude. Oh my goodness. I want to know what you think about some of the.
Yeah.
What do you think about some of the older fighters that have put in their time already that should be able to sit back and watch some of the younger guys come up and do their thing? They have to keep reappearing. They have to keep coming back for fights instead of being able to enjoy their retirement and all that they have built up in their legacy. Why do you think that is?
That's because they're fighting the two wolves that's in all of us, the black wolf and the white wolf. One is good, is one is bad. One has the ego, one has the peace. You know what I'm saying? And some guys can coach people, train people, and that just retire and still have the competitive itch and feel like they have something to prove to themselves, when really they just have to, look within themselves and know that, hey, this is what they want to do, because the sport does a lot of older fighters wrong. They
Mm. Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm back. The MMA world doesn't give the older fighters enough credit, because you take a lot of crap from people putting in your head, well, yeah, you're getting up and down. If you're taking care of yourself, doing the right things, and you're being consistent and disciplined, you could fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm in another example. We were talking about it this past weekend, how Rampage fought Fedor. Rampage went from 205 to 263. That to me might be good to some other fighters. Okay, he enjoyed making $1 million.
I don't know what that was. That with that Rampage versus Fedor. What the heck? He did not have good advice going into that fight. Rampage.
Okay, what I was saying was Rampage and Fedor fight. Rampage went from 205 to 263. All right. Now he looked like what an old fighter, in other people's minds would look like. But if he had discipline, and he says that he doesn't, he says that he's lazy, he doesn't like to train as much, that he had to get more motivated later on in his career. I watched him say that. So everybody has a different mindset. Some people feel like myself, that even after fighting, I'm going to train like I'm fighting, because that's a way of life for me, and it helps me mentally. It helps me feel good. That's the best aerobic cardio art exercise that any person can get. Just like our gym, we got fighters there, and we got people that train with fighters that don't fight, and they've lost weight. They've been in the best shape of their life. So at the end of the day, it's about how look. Okay, I'm back. Look, for example, a couple months back, uh, Tony Horn, they call him Father Time. He's 55 years old. He's still fighting. All right. This guy just fought somebody that's probably like 25 years old. That could have been his son or his grandson, and he punished him. And that's being one. And he's a police officer outside of the cage. I got a lot of respect for him, and I talked to him and chatted with him and told him, man, you're an inspiration because you're doing it, and you got people asking me, and I'm the tail end of my 30s, and they're like, "What are you gonna do?" and all of this. I'm gonna keep fighting. I feel good. I take care of myself. I think we should be.
Let me ask you this: Is that moment of it's time to sit my ass down for fighters? Does that usually come in a bad moment in one of their last fights? You know, walking down that golden lane. Is that when y'all decide? You know what I'm saying? When y'all have had enough, is like towards the end, you might have a bad fight and have a moment like Rampage had, and you said, "Okay, this is it. I'm done. I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and watch the festivities from now on." Unless you have health issues or something like that.
You have to have in your head that you might go crush this shit. So a lot of guys is already saying they're gonna retire or didn't know they was gonna retire. They were already coming to the ring with the mindset, okay, I don't know if I have this hunger anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I believe goes on in them. I'm not around that mindset. I don't even think like that.
I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't given it that kind of thought like that. That they could process, that the fighters would process that like that. But that's why I talk to y'all. I'd rather talk to you than about you. We're waiting for him to return. There he is.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. So
prime example, another example of a big. Yeah, go ahead.
You go ahead, baby.
Oh.
His Wi-Fi is giving him a fit today. It happens, man. It happens.
When my team Tigers fought, there was another fighter who was an older fighter named PT2. He had a knockout and put his gloves down in the ring. Now he, his mindset may have, I think that, he might just have some other things he might want to do, even though I encouraged him not to, because the bigger show is going to call him, because he's already fought in Bellator and, had success. And, maybe he has something else that he wants to do, but, you got guys that, are coming in, inconsistent with what they want to do with their career. They want to be, family man, which I'm saying, not, I don't know too many family men that are fighters, as far as like, other than that, I know guys that have kids and stuff like that, but I'm talking like you just putting in 1,000% into your family, and your profession is no longer your passion. It's like like a recreation. Those, I guess I'm gonna put it like this: those mindsets of those guys that think like that, much prayer to them, what they decide to do. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are weeded out. I think Mitch and them paying the Wi-Fi people not to let us get this interview.
think so too.
Yeah,
It's a
but
CEO conspiracy.
well, yeah, man.
So,
Other than that,
do you
yes.
have any sponsors for this upcoming fight?
Oh my God, man, I have been blessed. I have been blessed. Initially I asked for a low amount, amount of donations, pretty much. Man, with that, being looked at as not just, trying to go after the, whatever they sponsor, but it's the fact that I want to support. So
Right.
I've been blessed just the last couple of days that I'm waiting on a couple people to hear back from them for the people that are gonna sponsor my warm up gear, my new fight shorts, the banner, stuff that I haven't had, that a lot of fighters have that I was told that I deserve, and I believe it, and I'm just grateful and thankful. This has been a marathon. Some people think this is a sprint. For some people that are being pushed a certain way, it's a sprint.
Absolutely, I agree. Some people do think it's a sprint when it really is a marathon.
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm also trying. I'm also trying to charge my phone.
Oh, that could be it right there.
I'm
So,
saying
do
this.
you want to shout out? You want to shout out your sponsors, your team, your coaches, let everybody
Oh
know
yeah, I want to.
you and that man, Fred, you about to fade the black on us.
Hey, I want to thank MMA Institute. I want to thank Sean White with with the help with everything. With White Eye Promotions. I want to thank Jimmy for putting me on the main event. Okay, I like to I finished what I was saying. I like to shout out Team 2 Week Notice. I like to shout out Illusions and Razor Sharp Barbershop. Uh, I like to shout out uh, a couple people. I got to look at their information again. I'm bad with that, but I definitely will be able to get the shout out once I get this call January 31st, 220. I'm a big, I'm always thankful. Everyone knows how grateful and thankful I am. I'm thankful for being alive, being able to do this interview here with you in the new year. I want to shout out MMA. I mean, MMA fight heads. I want to shout out MMA Institute, Fight Out Promotions, uh, Sparta Nation. I want to, just thank everybody. Happy New Year. Get these tickets because it's gonna be nothing but action, nothing but action.
Where can they
Action packed
find you
card.
at? What's your social media? If people want to get tickets from you, where can they find you at to get them tickets? The fight will be held at the Ted Constant Center down there on the campus of the ODU college. No, I do not want to kick him from. Yep, it'll be down there at Ted Constant. The tickets are very, very affordable. It's very nice inside the Ted Constant. Every time Spartacus Fight League does hold their events there, it is very nice. It's very clean, good concessions. Everywhere in the event is a great seat, whether you're VIP or not. Even general admission seating at Spartacus Fight League events down there at Ted Constant are great seats. So even if you get a general admission seat, or if you get a VIP seat, if you get a table, whatever, you're going to get some spectacular fights at Spartica Fight League. That's the one thing I can say about my fighters that go onto Spartica to fight. They really go and show up. Jimmy has been trying to build Jimmy Partica, everything, Mr. Everything Spartica. He's been working hard and trying to build up a great platform for the fighters to be able to come and look forward to fighting on. He has some great belts. Those the guys and the girls that fight for Spartacus love those belts. They're very, very shiny and nice and pretty, and the guys and girls all want them. So what I can say about the Ted Constant and Spartica Fight League, they have a great thing working together. And if you go to these events at Spartica Fight League down at Ted Constant, you will not be disappointed. The fighters will not disappoint you at all. Trust and know the fighters are going to show up and they're going to put on a show for you. So get your tickets. You don't want to miss this man being the main event, him and the Smashing Frog, Mitch Aguiar. You do not want to miss this. This is part 2 of these two. The last fight only lasted, the first fight only lasted 30 seconds. We don't know what's going to happen in this second fight. We do not know what's going to happen in this second fight. We do not know. We don't know. So you got to tune in January 31st. And I believe that Spartica does do, they might be on the Fight app, but I know you can go to their page and find out where you can go through. They don't, yeah, they usually do a live stream from the event. So go to Spartaca's Spartica Fight Nation page on Facebook and find out. You can go there and find out the information on how to see the fights if you're not able to attend. So you excited? You ready? It's going down the 31st. It's 30 days from now. No excuses, no rhymes, no reasons.
Look, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, this is already set in stone mentally. You know, when you're ready in your mind, you know, your determination, you know, makes the ball roll, and that puts the power in your will and your soul. And like I said, I put in this work. He's gonna get this work January 31st. He's gonna catch these hands.
It's going down, you guys. And usually, these two, like there wasn't a whole bunch of yickety yakking between them two before the first fight. So I don't really outside of the press conference and whatever pressers they have to do for this upcoming fight for Spartica. I doubt very highly if there's going to be a whole bunch of shenanigans between the two of them going into this fight. It's all about the business with these two young men. It is definitely about the business. You ain't going to hear too much talking, but you will see fist flies. So you might want to tune in January 31st, but you're going to miss it.
I've been thinking about how I want to ask him what is it that he see that he can do better. You know, because it's not.
Have you seen any of his interviews leading into this fight?
No, I haven't. You know, I'm really. It'll be interesting, but I was just wondering, you know, in my head when I even got the fight offer, what was it that he feels that? I know he watched this fight, our last fight, over and over again, wondering how the hell did that happen. Okay, I clipped you the first time, but I put this sting on your ass the second time. You was out of your body before you hit the ground. So what was that being, you know, mistaken, and him feeling like you can capitalize off this one? It's gonna be worse this time. I'm trying.
I think this fight is getting the Red Scorpion really all stinged up. His little stingers. His stinger is ready to pop off right now. That stinger ready to sting right now, huh, Red Scorpion?
Well, yeah, it's just that you know, like I said, I'm patient with what I've been working in the gym, you know, with the rounds I've been putting in. But what unfortunately the intention behind it is what makes it seem like, you know, okay, you know, a little bit more. But you know, I know what I'm training, and like I said, I have no doubts in my mind of how hard I've been training, and that makes you even hungrier and excited because you feel how good your body feels performing. I had several conditioning coaches trying to kill me the last 4 days, and they couldn't do it. And that when I feel good like that, I'm like, it's bad news for them. You know what I'm saying? It's bad news. If you get tired with me, that's not good for you at all. I get stronger. And that's what I pride myself off of, having good conditioning. Everybody looking at hands and all this stuff. What allows me to be able to do that is having good condition. I run 3 days a week outside of the gym, 3 miles, and I sprint and I run stadium stairs. Not to give all my secrets away, because a lot that happens don't need to be seen. You know, I might be in a parking lot pushing a car in neutral or something, doing old school stuff. You know what I mean? But that's the things that I do. I get my wrestling in, I get my jiu-jitsu in, I get my judo in.
I see him. He be working hard. Every now and again, he'll post us something, show us working with his team up there at MMA Institute. Those are my guys. I got so much to do. It's Happy New Year's, everybody. That's all I can say is Happy New Year's.
Okay. What I was saying was, my gym, any there's other gyms that come there, people that train elsewhere that come there to get sparring and grappling. There's more than enough people there to give you whatever you need to prepare you for whatever fight. And I'm saying there's nothing that he's doing that I haven't seen, unless he comes out with some new bikini shorts on or something for the fight. That's the only thing that I know. Other than that, I'm prepared mentally.
Well, you sound like you are ready to go. We've been talking for quite a while, you and I know that you're ready to go. I know that you're putting in that hard work. I know you're ready to just go in there and handle your business. So I don't doubt that. But at the end of the day, it's two men in this fight,
I'm gonna tell you,
and only
yeah,
one can
I'm
come out
confident.
victorious.
Yeah, I'm kill or be killed. He gonna
Yes.
come out feeling good. See, he gonna come out dancing. I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do. He gonna come out with his. I'm talking about from the locker room. He gonna come out with his little pants on. He gonna pop them off like he a stripper, so he can dance to his little music and feel confident from the energy from the crowd. When for real, that's showing how nervous he really is to me. And most likely I'm gonna be the first one in the ring, or they might show me some respect and bring me in like the champ who I am. I need that respect to bring me in. The last one to come in the ring. But either way, the work is gonna get put in. The work is gonna get done, and he's gonna get the work. Whether I'm the first, second, or whatever, as long as I get in that motherfucker, I'm alright.
And the truth be told, Mitch is probably the more popular fighter at Spartica Fight League because that's where he spent, I believe, most or all of his amateur career. He was 11-1 in his amateur career, and yeah, so now he's 0-2 in his professional career.
And he's about to be 0-3. He's about to be 0-3 again. In his little, where he pretty much was hand fed. He gonna have his energy. There, his people sitting around the cage. I'm gonna have mine around there too. I had 2 people ask about cage side tables. So you're gonna see the Red Scorpion fans. You're gonna see the SMASHIN Frog fans, and I'm putting this work in for SFL42. I'm determined, and I have no nerves other than the expectations that I expect of myself. There's no fear, there's no worry, because I run all of that weakness out, and I bleed and sweat it all out in the gym. I can't wait for sparring tomorrow morning so I can put in this work. But today is cardio for me, and I'll be outside in this cold while everybody recover from their hangover last night.
You know what just dawned on me? I want to know, have you mentally set yourself for, even though you're in your hometown, you know you're going to have people there rooting for you. Have you thought about when you during your walkout, if his fans choose to boo you, have you thought about that mental place it might put you in, or if it's just something you ignore? Because even down to the last second before the gate closes on the cage, you guys, anything can spark a fire in a fighter or extinguish a fight in a fire.
Okay. Well, yeah. I've I haven't really thought about it. The reason be is because throughout my career, I've always had to go into other territory that were hostile, and I had to
But
put
this
on
is
my
not hostile
blockers.
territory for you. This is hometown
It's not,
territory for you.
yeah, and those are just, you know, like I say, those, that's for them to do. My mind, when I'm locked in, laser focused, there's nothing gonna get inside of it. And I remember going into a fight. As soon as I walked out of the curtains, it was like we came down from an elevator. This was at Next Level Fight Club in Raleigh, North Carolina, and they have a walkway where they can actually almost touch you. When I walk out the curtains, this guy's already like booing, thumbs down in my face and everything, and it's like I didn't even see him. It was almost like a out of body experience, and
It could be anything, just a simple little thing that can change a fighter's focus in their fight.
okay, well, yeah, I've been in lots of hostile territory, and of course, another thing that we're talking about this, I've lived and played high school sports in Norfolk, growing up playing football and wrestling, and and it wasn't pressure then because I didn't have much support from people that were related to me. I've always had support from others that you know were fans of whatever sport it was. So I think that kind of helps me mentally. Even going home to Norfolk to fight, that there's people that haven't seen me in years, but this is something. Okay. Well, what I was saying was that I'm gonna absorb the moment. Whether you boo me or not, you paid a ticket to come see me smash your board. So I'm happy to give you your wish. You paid a ticket to come boo me, but you came to see me, and I'm very grateful and thankful. But I'm here to smash your board. Like I told Jenny, once I sign the contract, I'm coming to smash your board. I mean, that ain't, I'm not being cocky. I'm confident, and it's just kind of like sparking me because I'm like, I feel some type of way of your intentions are even rubbing the genie's bottle, summing me up anyway, speaking me up to fight me again. You know what happened already, so I gotta convince you and your ego that there's levels to this and that you're not even in my universe. And I'm gonna show it, and I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna piece his ass up, and it's not gonna be good for him at all. And I'm gonna be thankful.
He said, I'm going to piece his ass up. Oh my God, I just never know what the heck you guys are going to say to me. Too funny.
I am God's punishment sent down upon him. Yes, if he want this, and that's what he's gonna get, and that's what I'm gonna tell him when I get in there. When the bell by the ring, I'm like, "This is what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted, right?" So if y'all see me moving my lips and you wondering what the hell I'm saying, That's what I'm saying. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted, right? Now you got it. Here we go. And that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna speak with my hands after that. Hands and feet.
What did you two say to each other after your first fight? Right there in the ring. What did y'all say to each other? Because there was some hoopla even after your first fight. That's what I'm saying. They was getting rowdy, rowdy,
Yeah.
body about it after the first fight with you two. And y'all hadn't even got out the octagon yet. So that's why I'm telling everybody, like, these two got to stay focused no matter what, because even their fans are rowdy, rowdy, and the people that support them are rowdy, rowdy about that life. So it's, you know,
Look,
it
you
could
gotta
be a
remember.
possibility like a little
You
scuffle break out in the
look.
audience because of these two.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Your boy, not your boy, his boy, Amani Smith thought he wanted to, challenge me or something like that. I might tell him, "You see what just happened to your boy? Do you want this?" But I had to remember that I had little kids in front of me that were looking and feeling my energy, so I had to control what I wanted to really say. So I was squeezing Monty's hand at that time because I wanted to say something to him and rip his head off, but I had to be a professional with these kids that was in front of me that wanted an autograph after that fight. And the other argument was that I didn't have to hit Mitch after he hit the ground. Of course, because he wasn't even in his body when he hit the ground. And I'm instinctively programmed to finish the job.
Absolutely. Every fighter I know says that I'm not going to stop until the ref tells me to stop, Miss Nikki. So even though he was out when he hit the ground, his job was to still keep going until the ref said stop. So that's what he did. And I don't even think he hit Mitch after he hit the ground. I think he was trying to hit him, but I think he may have missed him altogether. It was just like a natural reaction type movement. So Mitch didn't come out no worse for the wear. He got on up off that canvas and dusted himself off, and now we back here in 2020, and they about to do this shit again. So it wasn't that bad the first time, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh
wasn't
my
that bad.
goodness.
So that's what caused that stir in there. It was like, you didn't have to hit, people were thinking about that hammer fist I threw down, where it was just instinctive. And
Did
luckily
you
the
make
ref came
contact with
in.
that hammer fist?
It actually, the forearm did. The fist didn't hit him because the fist hit the ground, which actually absorbed what would have probably killed him because uh when I looked at it, I was like, okay, he got hit with my forearm. He didn't get the full hammer fist. But
Right.
like I said, he was already gone. Because when I look at it, my forearm hit his face and my
And that's what I'm saying, you guys. You got to be willing to give as well as you got to be willing to take as well as you give. And every single fighter knows that that could be them on the other end of that butter knife. So
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this fight. I was like super shocked when you sent me the promo for it and let me know that it was going down between you two again. I didn't think that that was going to happen, but this is exciting. I think you guys will definitely be a great main event for Spartacus Fight League 42. And I know neither one of you are going to disappoint. No matter what happens, you guys are coming to fight, and that's what we're going to see. So that's exciting. And then you give the younger guys on the card something to look forward to too. They're gonna be trying, they're gonna be trying to impress you and Mitch, right? And y'all gonna be the two kings in the building.
That's crazy, right? Because look,
Yeah.
I get messages from fighters that like I look up to you, man. Not just in the ring, but outside the ring.
Exactly. Yes. The Red Scorpion is a teacher up there in, I want to say Richmond, either DC or Richmond. So he's not
Mr.
always
What?
just in fight mode. He has children he deals with and young teenagers that he's still giving positive and reinforcement to. And he deals with these kids. These kids know that he fights and they respect him. And not because he's a fighter, but because of who he is to them outside of that ring. That's why the kids
Yeah.
respect him and they look up to him. So, and a lot of our young fighters too. Some people may not know this, but I'm willing to say this. Some fighters have very mean spirits, and they do a lot of extra stuff outside of the ring and causing a bunch of grief and grumble online and stuff like that. But this is not one of my fighters that does this. And so it's always a pleasure and an honor to talk to this young man because I know he's not spreading nothing but the positivity. Even when he's in his worst moment, he brings the positive light to the situation even when he's going through his own rough period. So it's always nice to have somebody like that to talk to, and you can call on and say, look, this is what I'm going through, and this is what I maybe get ready to do. And he'll be like, hold up. That's not what we do. That ain't how we handle it. We're gonna do this like adults, Miss Nikki. That's what we do right now. We ain't gonna go pop it off. We're gonna
All
calm
day.
down. We're gonna talk it out.
Now look,
Work it out.
I got your bill money. I got your bill money, but I gotta have you. I gotta, make sure you straight. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta use it, but I got your back though. I'm gonna make
Y'all
sure you ain't
know
gotta
I'm
use it though.
terrible. And my fighters is always trying to make sure they got bail money to get my ass out of jail. I think everybody's waiting for me to put on my gloves and my shorts and get in there and fight too.
Yeah.
Nikki don't like pain,
Yeah.
y'all. I like to observe fights. I don't like to get into them.
All day.
Yes. And see, that's what I'm saying. When you have your hometown fighters like this, and this young man has been one of my fighters that has supported Fight Heads and the movement that Fight Heads have since day one. Since day one. He heard about me. He was on board. Anytime I call him and ask him something that's related to fighting or going on in our fight community, he has an answer for me. And he tells me the good and the bad. He gives me the pros and the cons. And he says, weigh the good against the bad, Miss Nikki, and you go from there. But always keep it 100. So he keeps it 100 with me, and I keep it 100 with him. That's all we can do. That's all we got.
Hey, I already knew from me, Nikki, that if it ain't real, it ain't heard. If it ain't real, it ain't heard. So
I'm letting y'all know I'm coming this year. I'm not giving y'all, I'm not gonna be coddling y'all this year. No boo-hooing for y'all this year. I'm being y'all asses this year. Y'all got to make way. We gotta get stuff done this year, y'all. In our community and on the outside of our community. We got a lot of stuff we gotta do.
Yeah, definitely. I want to throw. I think I'm gonna throw a couple free.
Oh, he may be talking about giving away some free t-shirts or something at the fight, you guys. That would be nice to get a Red Scorpion t-shirt. Da, 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 da. And Mitch Aguiar, the Smash Frog, has his own line of stuff too. You can find him on Instagram. I'm not really sure about Facebook, but I know he's huge on Instagram. So what are you talking about? You might be doing what?
Doing a free, a couple of free camps for kids this summer. I was gonna do it last year, but they kind of burnt me out at the end of the year. I had people that were gonna donate vans to me so that I could pick them up. This was like a 2-day camp. I was gonna provide lunches. I had people donating lunches, and this is for at risk or kids that weren't at risk that just wanted to have that experience. I got a lot of guys that train, kids, professional athletes in all sports. And this was going to be like not a camp for fighting, but like a camp for kids that just don't get out of their neighborhood or their, area and see that there's a bigger world outside of their community and that they can be exposed to, and that there's people out here that care about their upbringing and how how their outlook on life will be, so that they can get through some of their roadblocks in life, whether it's, you know,
That's what I'm talking about. My fighters do a lot of great things outside of fighting. Even when they're struggling, they're still always putting their hand out to help the next person, to pull the next person up with them. So the struggle is real, and we got to support each other and keep getting together and making stuff like this happen for the kids that we know don't get a chance to do stuff like this. So whenever he does this, me and him are going to get together again. We're going to talk about and let y'all know so y'all can get the information, and maybe some kids that might be in the general area of where he's at, y'all can get them notified and get them on
yeah.
board with this so they
See,
can get some experience and enjoyment out of life.
Nikki did, like, I'm gonna do one here in Richmond, but I'm gonna do one at the city park in my city in Norfolk. So it's just gonna be a 2 day camp. It's all gonna happen in 1 week. Just for 2 days, I'm gonna give my adopt the city and my city opportunity, because I remember coming up, I wasn't exposed to camps. Until I got around other kids that had their parents and people that, exposed them to those opportunities, going to museums.
So you just never know what impact you might have on somebody else or what impact somebody might have on your life. Just got to be ready for the blessings.
Yeah, the age group that I'm targeting is what I call the tweenies. they teens, but they think that they teenagers. They think they grown. This is
Right.
what I work with anyway. Right. I work with fifth and sixth graders. So
I was getting ready to
that is
say
like
coming out of elementary school, going into middle school type age,
yeah,
where stuff is
yeah. So
most roughest for us as teenagers.
definitely. So I want to, I've worked with several kids, so thousands of kids over the last
And the
8
camp
years
will be
of
open
doing
to
that.
girls too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yes, of course, of course. I've met some girls that I did Mitch for, that just trying to show them the girls listen more than the boys do when it comes to doing Mitch.
You might not want to say that too loud that the girls listen better than the boys do. Hashtag woman power. I think he'll be back in a second or two, you guys. And every time the Red Scorpion and I get together, we have these conversations and we talk about everything from what's going on with work to what's going on in our private lives to what's going on in the fight community. We talk about everything. And he's one of those people that just reminds me that humbleness is such a big key, and how the energy that we put out is the same energy that we get back. Him, Reggie, I got a couple other guys that strike me like that when I'm talking to them. Like our conversations are just not surface. We get down into things, and there's a lot of times when I think I'm right about something, and then I talk to one of my fighters and I find out that I'm not right. I ain't even in the ballpark. So, you know, you live and you learn. And the only way I'm going to learn is if I talk directly to my people who are right there in the trenches, getting it in on the ground with their bellies to the ground, trying to get the enemy up out of there, up out of the place. So,
Yes, yeah,
So, young man, January 31st,
yeah.
2020, your first fight of the year. It's going to be a part two for you and the Smashing Frog. I know you're ready. I know he's preparing himself. This is going to be like thank you guys for opening up the fight year for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know this is gonna be nothing but the dog and y'all coming out. So it's gonna be an exciting fight. And I know the rest of the, like I said, the young guys on the card and girls on the card at Spartica Fight League, they are gonna be doing. They always those fighters always show up and give the best fights. Then Spartica got a person that does their filming for them that does an excellent job. Nice look at Spartica. Nice look. Very nice look. And I'm excited for you guys to be on this pro-am card for them. And I know y'all this is going to be a card where I feel like there's no question that y'all are going to probably sell out Ted Constant.
Oh yeah.
I believe y'all are going, if y'all don't sell it out, y'all going to be so close to it that they're going to think it's sold out.
Hey, like I said, I got people, I got my tickets where there's people asking about, cage side tables, and I was told that they got to contact the box office to pay for them there, because those fighters gonna get kickback from them. So outside of the tickets that I ordered for myself, for me being in Richmond, and then I got people that I still got to get back to at home in Norfolk, people that I'm related to. I've been mailing tickets out the last 2 days, going on 3 days now. Still, putting them in the mail, sending them out. People cash apping me. You reach me through Facebook Messenger or IG. The ones that know me, my day ones anyway. That's where they reach me through. Yo, what's up, Lee? Let me get that cash app, and I get the address, and I, mail it to them from there. I even got a couple people tickets mailed out that have just been following me my whole career, that have been that faithful and loyal to Red Scorpion, that they became family. I went from a fan to family. Yeah, where I'm mailing I'm mailing tickets out to them. So it's a good thing that I have gratitude for, being able to wake up and see the sun today, enjoy another day, and look forward to a wonderful 220 and January 31st. Like I say, when we get together, it's like all we missing is food, because that's what brings people together, good, bad, and good conversations and laughs and stuff like that. But that's where I like to eat. If I'm not dieting, I like to eat and I like to cook. So that's the only thing that we be missing.
That's what I'm missing. I haven't had my red scorpion meal yet. I gotta get over there so I can get my red scorpion meal. This man put it in. He puts it in. Yes, he puts it in. Yeah. So you guys, thank you for tuning in. Look forward January 31st, Spartica Fight League 42 Pro-Am show, their first show of 2020. Last year they opened up with a bang with Mitch and Brandon the janitor Pennington and Mitch SMASHIN Frog Aguiar. This year they're kicking it off with the Red Scorpion and the SMASHIN Frog is the main event, and y'all just cannot lose. Even if you pay for the live stream of the fights, you just cannot lose. You're going to see some awesome fights. They have a great look. I like them. I'm kind of missing my fighters at Spartica. I'm kind of missing going to those events too. That was the first MMA event that I had ever been to, was a Spartica Fight League card. So with that being said, good luck to both gentlemen, the Red Scorpion and SMASHIN Frog. We shall be lingering around waiting to see what's going to happen come January 31st. And we got to also check out the rest of the card and see who else is on that card. I got some spectacular fighters from the area that I know probably will be on the card. And for probably some of my regulars that are not going to be on the card, it's probably because they're doing something else. So with that being said, I've liked all the Spartica cards that I've ever checked out, whether I was in town and went directly to the venue or whether I had to, order the live stream. I've enjoyed all. Like I said, the fighters just put on such a great show for us, and we can't ask for more than that, especially from our amateur fighters. And this time we get some pro fighters on the card, so you get to see the best of both amateur and pro down there in Norfolk, Virginia, come January 31st. I can't ask for no more from you guys. Happy New Year again to everybody. We got a lot of things we got to work on this year. Some things we completed last year, some things we didn't. All we can do is try to be better people, as always. Treat each other with kindness and love and respect. So with that being said, Happy New Year's from Fight His MMA. Miss Nikki, the Red Scorpion, was with us today. Be looking for him in the Smashing Frog on January 31st at Ted Constant Center in Norfolk, Virginia. Spartacus Fight League 42. It's coming, y'all. Stay lean, stay mean, and stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Love, peace, and hair grease. Miss Nikki, Fight His MMA.